When shall the kingdom come? When the without becomes the within. Face the things you don't want to face. Prosperity is spiritual well-being. God is my instant, constant, and abundant source of supply. Faith is the spiritual capacity by which we may form and shape this ever-present basic element of spirit substance. God can do no more for you than God can do through you. God supplies your need, but not your lack. Practice the presence of God. Practicing the presence of God means continually reminding yourself of the activity of God ever working in you. Your own prosperity or lack of it will also reflect the level of your thinking. Your personal welfare begins with your consciousness. I am a most important person to God, for I am God's living enterprise. God is not someone to reach for, but a presence to accept. You see things not as they are, but as you are. Economy is a financial climate chiefly influenced by the collective consciousness of the populace. You surround yourself with the image of yourself. The missing link in the practice of self-image psychology is the realization that you do not change your self-image by rejecting what you are, but by discovering what you are. I am is found in image. Faith simply tunes into and turns on the divine flow that has always been present. Faith deals with law, not caprice. Abundance is an ever-present reality, but a three-letter word signifying limitation. Your idea is the prophecy of what you shall at last unveil. The most widespread disease of our time may well be I can't-itis. I can because I am. The human of you is a shell that encloses the divine of you. A true desire is not to have, but be. You cannot become something that is not the outforming of your own inner potential. A grateful mind is a great mind which eventually attracts to itself great things. Instead of people counting their blessings, they're counting envies. X, he has a nice house, I want that house. God has given us a world that nothing but our own folly keeps from being a paradise. Any person who is experiencing lack is in some way living in opposition to the universal flow. You want to move from indulgence to affluence. Prosperity is not just having things. It is the consciousness that attracts things. Wealth means total well-being. The truly prosperous person is the fully functioning person. Do you want to affiliate with the Christ in people or the adversary in people? Our humanity is but the degree to which we have given expression to our divinity. We are human in expression, but divine in creation and limitless in potentiality. As an expression of God, your God expressing himself as you, and your greatest desire should be to let him have his way. God expects only one thing of you, and that is, that you should stop thinking of yourself as a created being and let God be God in you. You pray, not change something in God's mind, but your own. I am open and receive the inflow and the outpouring of all there is in God. The meek of receptive minds invite God ideas. The meek consciousness is not self-centered. It is humble in the recognition of human limitations, but confident in the conviction of divine resources. Jesus deals with attitudes and not platitudes. Don't let apparel block the real. When man learns to see in God consciousness, then he sees beyond appearances to the innate potential of all that appears. Righteous judgments is seeing from God consciousness. People need to be trained to develop a spiritually oriented insight that will lead to the positive and develop the ability to see from God consciousness. To have more, you must be more. We are not punished for our sins, but by them. Whenever there is temptation, there is aspiration. There is nothing wrong with being tempted within yourself. It is a sign that you are growing. You are reaching for greater things, even if human man is pulling to keep you in lower things. Man is a thinking being. The very word man comes from an ancient Sanskrit word which literally means to think. Jesus was the Christopher Columbus of the soul. A religion that doesn't promote transformation is no religion at all. Jesus prepared for any storm because he was prepared. Watch your thoughts when you are handling money, because your money is attached through your mind to the one source of all substance. Every discovery that man has made in the world about him has come out of an inner discovery within him. Watch your thoughts when you are handling money, because your money is attached through your mind to the one source of all substance. Every discovery that man has made in the world about him has come out of an inner discovery within him. Evil is the concealment of good. God can do no more for you than he can do through you. Bless everything, and your life will be blessed with riches hitherto undreamed of. God cannot supply lack. Lack is not a condition, but an attitude of mind. Sole root of sin is not to know your divinity. They crucified him on a stick, but by some means Jesus managed to get a hold of the right end of it. Civilizations have risen and fallen by the rise and fall of human consciousness. Hades not only means hell, but also means not to see. An intelligent being carries within himself the means to surpass himself. Like any place of learning, the church must seek to make itself progressively unnecessary to help people become self-reliant. In other words, if the church is doing its job sincerely, it will be forever trying to put itself out of business.